Welcome to On the Spot with Stephanie here on The Buzz. Today in studio we have Disney star from Austin and Ally, singer-songwriter Laura Marano, who's also a part-time USC student and who just dropped her first single, Boombox. Laura, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
We are so excited to have you back here home on USC grounds.
I know. Fight on. Yes. Fight on.
So, Boombox.
Yes.
You've sang a lot on Austin and Ally, but Boombox is a really different sound. Is that part of trying to break away from the Ally Dawson character?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily me trying to break away. And obviously, no matter, it's still going to be my voice. Like, people, you can't really change your voice that much. But, I've always, my sound has kind of ebbed and flowed and reformed and formed and transformed into so many different things. I kind of started 3 or 4 years ago when I was writing for a bit of a Sarah Bareilles pop piano sound, and then it kind of went into a very One Republic-y sound, and I finally have kind of arrived into a Maroon 5, sometimes 5 Seconds of Summer sound. So I view like Boombox as very in that world, kind of less 5 Seconds of Summer, but a little more Maroon 5-y, very synthy. You still kind of dance and rock to the chorus. Boombox I recorded actually last August, and I just remember thinking it was a really special song, and I really, really loved it, and I felt like that was a song that my fans really loved too. And I mean, you know how it goes. You write other songs, you record other songs, and there are other options for the single. But when it came to come January, I was like, guys, this should be the single. I'm telling you, and I'm really happy I said that because I think it's a really strong song, and everyone has been really loving it, so I'm excited.
Well, speaking of everyone who loves you and all of your fans, we put it out to Twitter. We wanted to know what people wanted to know. And so Boombox is a love song.
It is a love song.
Is it inspired by anyone in particular?
Well, for me, I'm like, for me, it's like going into songwriting sessions. I'm like such a private person, so you can imagine going into any sort of sessions with like strangers, and you have to go and be like, so this is what I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna bare my soul. It's like, I remember first starting writing, I was like, oh, this is so uncomfortable, and still kind of gets uncomfortable. So I'm always very private about inspirations, even in the room when I'm like writing with other people. But I think for me, it's a love song, but it can be interpreted as a love friendship song, as a love romantic song, as it could be any sort of love song, any sort of person that brings that special something, that special energy into your life.
Lots of love.
Lots of love. All you need is love.
So you touched on this a little bit, but you are working on a full album then?
Yes, I'm hopefully releasing in mid-September. I'm turning in my album to my label in May, which is coming up very soon.
Exciting.
Very exciting, very stressful, but very exciting. So I'm really, really excited. I kind of have a cool little unique twist in my album that I'm still figuring everything out, but I think it's gonna be really cool, and I think my fans are gonna really like it.
Your fans also want to know if you will be touring. Will you be touring this album?
For sure, but I have to have the album out first. So I think we're looking at like 2017.
Okay. So I know you're working on getting the album, taking some classes when you can.
Yes.
But your fans miss you on TV. Austin and Ally just ended in January.
Yes.
Are we gonna see you back on TV?
Well, definitely, listen, acting is such an important part of my life. I've been acting since I've been 5 years old. So that's not just going to be like disappearing from my life completely. Definitely music is my #1 priority right now. But as we talked about before, it's all about time management. It's all about, there's definitely projects that I'm working on that I'm excited for everyone to kind of see, but it's very early stages, so I'm not talking about anything quite yet.
Okay.
But I love acting, and that will always be a huge part of my life. But I always have loved music, and it's exciting for me that I can actually make music my #1 right now. That's awesome.
Okay. So you're saying there's a chance, though. She's saying there's a chance.
There might be some stuff currently bubbling up right now, but it is only in bubble form and is not solidified into full. I don't know, bubbles kind of, they just form and then they pop. So maybe that wasn't the best comparison. But there's things that are currently happening. Actually, with my sister as well, we've been working very early stages on a movie called Saving Zoe based on a book, and there's something else that we're working on as well. So
okay. Well, some of the things that are going on now, or sort of going on now, is here at USC you study politics, philosophy, and law.
Yes, PPL.
So it's a really interesting time to be studying that. What is some of the most interesting things you've learned here?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I took last semester I took some awesome classes. One being Poly 130, as the kids call it. And it was an awesome class about, we learned about Supreme Court cases and really what justice means, and kind of, about human rights. And it was more focused domestically, but we learned about some international cases, and it was just so fascinating. I absolutely loved that class. And then I took another class about, it was more of a literature class, but it was kind of looking into the humanities and about thinking about time. So we had a bunch of novels and, anthropology kind of text about time and culture. And that's really, I've absolutely adored the classes I've taken so far. And I think what I love about college and education in general is it can give you a very worldly sense of what your role is. And one topic that very much came up in both classes that I just mentioned last semester is like, what is our historic moment right now? And I think that's such an awesome question, because obviously there's stuff that's happened 100 years ago, 200 years ago that we look back and we're like, oh my god, how could that possibly have happened? Like how did this happen? How did that happen? That's like horrific. So is there anything that we're doing in this historic moment that 100 years from now they're going to be looking at us and be like, how are they doing that? That's crazy. They're insane people. So I love that. I think that's really fascinating.
Interesting. It's a really interesting time, and
Yes.
It's great that you're studying justice and all these things. This will be the first presidential election you get to vote in.
Yes, and we have a presidential candidate at USC today, which
Like
did
right now.
not help the parking situation. I'm just putting that on the table.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I apologize
Clinton.
on Hillary Clinton's behalf. But we're
No,
excited
it's
that
totally
she's here
fine.
too.
Yes, I know, that was super cool. Yeah, I'm really excited. I've registered to vote. I'm like prepared. It's been a crazy election, so I'm excited to see who the nominees for each nomination is going to be, which independent people are going to be running, because I feel that's definitely going to be an option happening. I'm excited.
It's a really exciting time for sure, and an incredibly exciting time for you. Tell us, you've been teasing your music video a little
Yes.
bit. When is the music video for Boombox dropping?
It is currently deciding, like, in this moment right now. But I think we're looking kind of at week of March 29th to April 1st, that stretch of time. I think it's coming. Where, uploading stuff to Vivo takes like 5 to 10 business days. Fun fact for everyone. So it's currently being processed and everything. So I'm very, very, very excited for everyone to see it. I've kind of came up with this treatment of it. I don't want to give anything away, and then we had a director kind of sign on who was awesome and like took my really amateur treatment and made it like much better and more awesome. And it's a really, really awesome, cute video. It's really cute. We have a special guest that I think you guys are going to be hearing about pretty soon that, some of my fans have been trying to guess it and have been pretty off. It's like this person, you would never expect this one person with me. They're completely different. So I'm excited for everyone to see it. It's really funny. It's really cute and funny and awesome.
Well, we're really excited to see it, so we'll be looking for that next week. And in the meantime, you can download Boombox on iTunes.
Yes.
So that's
Woo!
all the time we have here today with Laura Marano. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank
Make sure you catch us on Facebook at The Buzz and USCAnnenbergmedia.com. Can you sing a
Yes.
few lines for us from Boombox?
Yes. If I push the right button, will you show me something? Little melody that I can groove to. Cruising with my boombox, baby. You can say anything. Blow my speakers out with you. Yeah, you're my boombox, baby.
That was great.
Hey.
Yes. Catch the whole thing on iTunes. Laura Marano, Boombox. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.